Aw, that's cute. Special mixtape, huh? Oh, I can understand that, guys. Making a special playlist for someone. Me and my friends used to share playlists all the time. You know, when I was younger, when I was in high school, I used to get bullied a lot. I used to hold a knife for comfort. And there was this one time that I wanted to go to school. I was going to school, but like in my uniform and with my backpack, people splashed water on me and I couldn't go to school. And I was so sad because I had perfect attendance at the time. And I just wanted to study, you know, because I was very good at study and I really enjoyed studying. When I went back home, because I was wet, I went back home and then I changed my clothes and I picked up a knife and I was crying and I was holding the knife and I was going to leave the house with the knife just so I could protect myself. I thought like if I threatened them with a knife, they would leave me alone. I know that sounds very psychotic looking back, but back then that was my thought process. So, did anyone get hurt? No. I didn't actually leave the house with a knife. My mom stopped me. That wasn't the USA that time. That was the Philippines. Oh, I used to do that. That's why I took pictures of things that I thought were nice. Because I thought it would go missing. There was a time, do you remember when I told you guys that I saw the texts between my mom and dad, you see? And they weren't very nice texts. They basically said they didn't like me or they didn't want me around and they can't stand me and they didn't feel familiar with me and they needed to take a break from me, you see? It was a weekly break. They had to take breaks from me. That night I had a really bad breakdown and I broke the cameras in the room. There were cameras. I broke them. I threw them on the floor. I smashed them to pieces. And I broke all the cameras. And right after that, you see, my computer broke. That was when my computer broke. My laptop broke. My Mac broke. And I couldn't even be mad. For me, it was like I don't even have money to leave the home. I felt so alone and so unhappy. I wanted to be by myself. I wanted to be on my own, but I couldn't. My computer broke. There was absolutely nothing. There was absolutely nothing I could do. I sent a goodbye note to my friends. I thanked them for all the time that they spent with me. I thanked all of them for caring about me thus far, and I said, maybe it's time I passed on. Surprisingly enough, you know, the very next hour, they came to my house. My friends, they came to my house. They skipped their evening classes. They told their parents that someone needed them. And they came to my house. My 4 real-life friends. We ate food together. We ate some McDonald's together. I still remember what I had. I had chicken. You know what was the hardest thing about that chicken? It was that when it got there, I didn't know how to pay for it. I couldn't understand what I was supposed to do. I felt like a failure as a child. I felt disliked by my family. I had no way out. I was gonna have to ask them for help getting a new computer and getting some work. In the middle of eating, I couldn't understand it. I stabbed myself with a fork. A little silly, huh? They hugged me. They stopped me and they hugged me. I still have a mark on my wrist. It reminds me of that time. That was the first time someone slept over in a very long time. I was so scared. I was so vulnerable. I was so scared of being disowned. A failure as an artist. A failure as an entertainer. Failure as a friend. A failure as a child. So that's why meager success like this, 24 viewers, $1 donations, $5 donation, anything. Just having people listen to me right now. You could say that this is my very first taste of validation. You could say, don't look at the numbers, Terumi, but I have to look at the numbers, you see? Because they let me know I'm doing well. There are no grades this time. There are no grades in real life to tell me that I'm doing my best. Thank you. I'm doing my best. I'm really doing my best. I don't know the secret recipe on how to be a YouTuber. I don't know the secret recipe to be an entertainer, doing what I can to protect my own little happiness here. Because for the first time in a very long time, I feel happy. I feel happy, guys. Thank you, thank you. This sleepover just reminded me of that. Thank you for all the hugs and support. Thank you for being here.